Free Japan Channel number 202. Today, July the 2nd, Thursday. The time is 7:30 p.m. Good evening, everybody. Broadcasting from Yokohama. It is a bit while since I broadcast in this FGC last. So 1 month, more than 1 month. Sorry, I was very busy with my teaching career. But in July, this month, I'm gonna have more time to broadcast FGC. Therefore, please tune in this channel. Today's FGC topic is, will Iran war end soon? This is the title of today. Ceasefire negotiation has been reported repeatedly in the international media. According to these media, the peace talk, ceasefire talk, is now going on between Iran and the United States. But this is not the war between Iran and United States. This war involves Israel. And Israel is, of course, on the side of the USA. Rather, USA is on the side of Israel. As I mentioned in previous program, this war has, in principle, has nothing to do with the United States. This war involves Israel and Iran. These two countries have been conflicting militarily and spiritually. Therefore, it is natural that some kind of conflict arose between these two countries, Israel and Iran. But why US? The answer lies in the fact that the USA has been already always on the side of Israel since the establishment of Israel state 1948. USA rooted for Israel by all means. And Iran has experienced the so-called Iranian Revolution in 1979. At the time, Master Khomeini came back from Paris to Tehran. And since then, so-called dictatorship has been implemented in Iran. Therefore, Iranian political institution cannot be said to be a good one. No, we can't. A kind of dictatorship has been carried out in Iran since these decades. However, there are so many other dictatorship or tyrant countries like North Korea, China, and Russia is also dictatorship country, although in Russia nominal election is conducted. Therefore, we have no legitimate reason to attack a dictatorship country only because it is tyranny. If so, we can always assault North Korea because it is tyranny. We can always attack China because it is tyranny. No, we can't. However, this time the United States attacked Iran because of this political regime, so dictatorship. This cannot be a legitimate war. This fact has also been repeated in this FGC many times. Mr. Trump always said in his electoral campaign that he detests war. He doesn't want to see beautiful young men die in the battlefield. Therefore, he declared that if Mr. Trump became next US president, he will end the war in Ukraine in 24 hours. Of course, 24 hours was a kind of superlative exaggeration, but already nearly 2 years or 1.5 years have passed since the second inauguration of Mr. Trump as US president, but Ukraine war is still going on. And then this Iran war shows that President Trump was also involved in so-called deep state. This term, deep state, was coined by Mr. Trump himself. He said that the US is eroded, the United States of America is eroded by deep state people. According to Mr. Trump, these deep state people invaded US central core, so central institution, mainly administrative institution, but perhaps the leaders of big companies, or maybe US force was also a target for these deep state people. Mr. Trump always said that Mr. Trump would battle with this deep state, and he will make America great again, in spite of the effort of these bad people. But now, we gradually understand that the true deep state lies in evangelicalism in the US. So, religious institution, not financial, not political, but religious institution which seem to be apparently harmless. These organizations, so evangelicalism, this evangelicalism has various other names: Baptist, Calvinist, Mormon, Luther, others. So generally speaking, Protestant religious groups can be defined as evangelicalism in the modern context in the United States. These people, these religious people, are generally the members of Republican Party in the United States. So they vote for Republican Party, maybe Mr. Trump. And relatively, they are radicals, not ordinary, but religious radicals. In other words, Christian fundamentalists. So we can say Christian fundamentalists or evangelicalists. These people believed in greater Israelism, saying that Israel should be greater, much bigger, stronger in this way. They are not Jew. They are not Judaism people. No, they are Christians, Protestant. However, they have so much sympathy for Israel and Jewish people. And this evangelicalism has been regarded as politically neutral, only religious people. But this time, Iran war blatantly revealed that US politics has been navigated by these evangelicalism people, unfortunately. Therefore, not only Trump, but also other US president could not say anything to Israel or Israel prime minister. Or rather, we can say that Israel was moving the United States, US politics remotely. Remote control of Israel has been successful in the US politics, so we can say now. Then, obviously, Prime Minister Netanyahu doesn't have any intention to end this war because he is also influenced by the radical politicians in Israel. And these radical politicians in Israel always advocate the greater Israelism. So not only Gaza, but also the West Bank of Jordan, Golan Heights, of course, and other areas. This greater Israelism is very harmful in today's international politics, but Israel doesn't conceal this ambition, and they massacre so many Palestinians or so many Syrians or so many Arabians in that part of the world, so in the Middle East. This war, Iran war, can be also said to be caused by this principle, greater Israelism. Then Trump was defamed by this greater Israelism. He cannot say anymore that he is a pacifist. He adores peace. He cannot say so because he started this war, instigated by Israel. Thank you.